everybody, it's Marie at RV Camper. Today we're gonna have some coffee talk. Actually, I've got Coke Zero in here. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm really not sure what the temperature is, but the past 2 days it has been so windy that I had to park my van in front of my tent in the way the wind was blowing because it was practically flat. And that really helped to block the wind. It's terrible out here. It's so open, you know, you can't help it. At least when I get to Iowa, it's an RV park where everybody's, you know, joined together at the seam. No, it's, you know how you park at an RV park. It's all, everybody's pretty close. And speaking of which, I'll be leaving Quartzsite in about 2 weeks. I can't wait to get back to Altoona, Iowa. I'm not just to go to Iowa and get away from Quartzsite, but I just belong there. I feel very comfortable there, you know. I've got a lot of friends there. No more dust and dirt. I'll have full hookup, which means electricity and water. And that's another thing. My water transfer pump broke, and so I either do without water or, which I'm kidding, paying somebody to go get water for me every couple of days. And then he pumps it into my RV with his pump, his transfer pump. I ordered one on Amazon and it should arrive Thursday. It's just, you're helpless without that. You know, you have to get your own, you have to fetch your own water. And that's how you do it. I'm gonna do a video on that next week on how I get my water here at the BLM, Bureau of Land Management campground happen. Anyway, back to Iowa. So I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna stop in Mesa. I'm gonna get 4 new tires for my travel trailer. I'm going to Discount Tire. And then I'm gonna visit with some friends and stay overnight 2 nights. And then I'm gonna head to Elgin, Illinois and visit some friends out there that I used to work with one of them at Northrop Grumman in Rolling Meadows. I used to work with Rex. Hey, Rex and Muriel. And they came out to visit me at Adventureland last year, and they spent several days. They stayed in a motel. I thought that was very nice. So after I'm there for a couple of days, I'm gonna head on to Morton Grove, the little town, suburb of Chicago that I grew up in. And I still hang around with 3 girls from grammar school. Do you believe that? I can't believe it. And we get together for dinner every year, and then I you know, stay overnight at somebody's house, and then I leave, and we just don't have, you know, I don't have that much time. I don't take the time. That's the difference. I have time, but I don't take the time to stay longer because I'm so eager to get to work. But I think in fall, maybe on my return trip to Quartzsite, Arizona, I might take the time and stay a couple of days and spend time with them because they're just a lot of fun. And boy, have they changed. Holy smoke. Anyway, and then I'm gonna go see my dogs and my friend, and then I'm gonna head to Altoona. So I'm really excited about that. And I decided I'm gonna change my lifestyle, I guess, kind of in a way. Lifestyle? I don't know if that's the right word. But I usually go to work. I work 6 days a week, 50+ hours at Adventureland, and I still love it immensely. And then I go home, and then I go to sleep, and then I go to work, and then I go home. So I decided, because I'm not getting any younger, believe it or not, that I'm gonna go, there's a, hold on one moment, please. Oh, I got my Adventureland mug here. I just love Adventureland. I really do. In fact, I recommended Adventureland work camping to 2 girls that stayed here that I met here at the RTR in January, and they both applied and they both got hired. They're excited. They're like, what if we don't get hired? I'm like, believe me, you'll get hired. So anyway, so they got hired. Oh, so pretty much across the street from Adventureland is a movie theater. I mean, everything is in the area. And so I decided, like, once a month I'm gonna go and get popcorn. See a movie. I love their popcorn. I'm gonna go and see a movie, even if it's alone. I don't mind. And what else am I going to do? Oh, I'm going to go out to dinner, alone or otherwise, once a month, and just treat myself. You know, I make good money. There's no reason I can't do that. I'm a homebody. I love going home to my travel trailer. And last year, I made one bonfire. Is that ridiculous? I have access to free wood, branches, pallets, wood, logs, and I don't do it. So I'm going to have a bonfire, and you know, invite people over, have some s'mores, whatever. I just want to do things different. This month, my birthday is March 30th, and I'm going to be 74, and I'm just having the time of my life. And as long as I've got my health and I can afford to do things, why not, right? I mean, there's probably a lot of people that wish they could do the things I'm doing, and maybe health issues are holding them back, you know? I mean, my father passed away at 64 years old. My mother was 72, and my sister was 72. And so far, I don't show any signs of being sick, but you know, you never know. So, I'm excited about that. I've been working on a lot of cooking videos, as you know, and using a lot of water. But I've got maybe 2 more cooking videos to do, and then I'm done for Quartzsite. But they're still in my camera and on my phone, so I've got to edit them and then upload and release them. It takes a lot of work, but I have time. The other thing I'm going to work on between now and the end of the week is to empty my tent. It's my craft workshop, you know, because I make earrings. And I have to empty the tent and pack everything up. So that's another thing that I'll be doing. And would you believe, in the last 2 days only, I got 3/4 of the tent packed up. That's like unbelievable for doing it myself. And those were the windy days. I thought the tent was going to blow over with me in it. But the wind has subsided, and it's nothing but blue sky. I don't know if you could see it in the camera. And the flag is just standing still. So my life is just really good. I really, really enjoy it. Did I accomplish everything I wanted to this year here? The only thing I'd have to say I didn't accomplish is to sit in this chair outside, have more bonfires, and relax in my lounge chair. I haven't done that at all because I keep busy. But at least I come up with things to do. It's not like, oh, what should I do? People are like, what are you going to do when you retire? Well, relaxing it hasn't been one of them, that's for sure. But I'm really looking forward to going back to work big time. Like I said, I have a lot of friends there, and I'll keep up with the videos. It'll be pretty crazy. I'm still going to work in landscaping, by the way. More riding lawnmower videos, and I'm really actually not going to do the weed whacker because this hand, my right hand, is still swollen from last year, and I think I aggravated arthritis that might have been dormant or sleeping or whatever it did, and it's still swollen. I mean, can you believe that? There's not much. It doesn't hurt, right? Well, I guess it does, doesn't it? Just a little bit, but I can't weed whack anymore. It's just, you have to keep your hand or your fingers on the throttle. Otherwise, if you take them off, you know, it doesn't whip. It's just a safety feature. And sometimes we do that for like 6 hours straight. Okay, I don't think it's my age, okay? Well, it's my hand, but that's a lot of effort, you know? It's just too much. Then I tried taping it. And then when you need to stop it, it just keeps going. So it's like, that didn't work either. So we've got more people hired for the department, and they seem to want to weed whack. Thank you, Jesus. So let them have at it. I don't mind the push mower. And if you know from last year, I don't take the one that's self-propelled. I take the one that you have to push. It's a gas-operated one, but I like pushing it. And then, of course, the riding mower. So that's it for work and what's happening around here. I'm anxious to get my new tires for my travel trailer, and I hope they cut up the old ones so nobody takes them, because they're potential bombs, you know, as I found out on the way here last year. It was terrible. I mean, I was almost traumatized. I never even had a flat tire in my life. Oh, the other thing too, in case anybody's wondering if I'm going to or not, when I go to Discount Tire, I'm going to talk to him about the tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS. Apparently there's two kinds, some that you install outside, maybe on the valve, I don't know, and then there's some on the inside of your tire somewhere, and then I'll know if they're getting low or whatever, because I know it's going to sound dumb, because I'm like, how do you not know you have a flat tire? When I got that flat, hello, God bless America, that's okay, let it wave. When I got that flat tire on the interstate last year on the way here, I had no idea that my trailer had a flat tire. I've got 2 axles, 4 tires, and a family in a car rolled down their window, beeping the horn, pointing to my RV, and they're like, you have a flat tire. I had no idea. And that's another good reason to have double axle, because if you just have, you know, the 1 axle and one of your tires is flat, that could be a real hazard. That's the reason I only looked at vehicles with double axles. But I mean, I had no clue that the tire was even low or whatever happened. I don't know. By the time I pulled over, it was shredded. You know, it was just shredded. So I'm going to ask him about that. Pardon me. It could be maybe $100 to $300, but I think it's worth it. And then I want wireless, and so I want to be able to have that on my dashboard somewhere. I don't want to have to hook up wires or anything, and you really couldn't anyway, because if you put them on the wheels, the wires would be going like this. I'm just kidding you. Well, they would, but so I don't know. I have to look into that. They'll know, and I'm probably going to give them a call this week to find out if they even have such a thing there, and if not, maybe they can order it for me. So I'm getting Goodyear Endurance tires. He asked me if I go on off-road and gravel. Actually, I did that with my previous travel trailer. Oh my God, may it rest in pieces. And I'm not doing it with this one. I'm really babying this one, and my van too. You know, I have no reason to go off-road. If I wanted to go off-road, I'd get an ATV. But just the gravel here at the desert camping, and then the road is just a few yards right there to get out on the main road. So I don't have to drive in any kind of rough terrain. And then of course the parking over at the campground in Altoona at Adventureland is either pavement or cement. I'm really not sure. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. They'll have the laundromat right there. There's 4 of them. They're called comfort stations. They're brick buildings. They have men's and women's washrooms and showers, and then the laundromat. And it's also a place to go if we get a tornado, which Iowa has some bad weather. So that's a place to run to if we have a tornado or high winds or just bad weather. So that'll be nice. I won't have to go to town. And also the wash machines are down at $25 and the dryers are $1. That is like so cheap. And then propane, they sell it right there by the campground office, so I don't have to, you know, go into town. So it's just, I love it there. I mean, I wish I could start like earlier, like February, you know, but well, now it's March, but I can't even go this early because it's still cold there. And the campground doesn't open until, I think, the first week in April. And, you know, I need the hookup. Although I have my solar now. It's another thing. I got to do a report on my solar. So I just wanted to tell you all that. And spring has sprung here. The shrubs are getting green. And the flowers are coming up through the stones. And it's just really nice out here. It's just, I love it. I love it out here. Except it gets old, the dirt and everything, and the noise. We have a lot of ATVers that go by. It's a given. I mean, you just have to know that. And do you ever get used to it? No, because some are really loud. But it's okay. It's $180 for 7 months. I stay here from the weekend of Thanksgiving until like the second or third week in March. And so that's not a long time. I'll be in Iowa longer than that. Well, I just wanted to just let you know what was going on here. Everything's good. My solar's working. I've got heat if I need it. Although now it's starting to get warm in Arizona. We're getting like the high 70s. So heat isn't something I'm using much of these days. All of you be safe. Thank you so much for watching my video. And I will have more cooking videos as soon as I can upload them from my camera. Thank you again for watching. Be safe.